Hey guys, Genlox here, back with our blind playthrough, and hopefully this is the last episode of In Other Waters. I've gotten more used to it at this point. I feel like... I imagine it's kind of like if you're having feces thrown at you a bunch. That's kind of what playing this game is like. At first it sucks, and then you just get used to it. So that's that's kind of where we're at this point. I'm really hoping this is the end. It's 6% because I'm not scanning any of the stuff, any of the animals or anything. I feel like when the writer of the game has chosen to make our xenobiologist character, when they have made her unfamiliar with the fact that fungus doesn't need light to grow, as in fungus can't do photosynthesis, there's no point to reading the stuff about the organisms. It's all a waste of time at that point, you know. Also the fact our environmental story champion, our environmentalist, has turned animals into improvised explosive devices. I didn't expect that, to be honest, and that is not hyperbole, by the way. Wait, is she not here? Whatever. Before I saved, she was down here, and it gave me the option to click on this. Now it doesn't, so F me, I guess. Can we still... Okay, well that's red at least, so... Alright, I guess we're going. Aha! See, I knew it. I knew it. I'm really hoping this is the last episode. I'm just so done with this game. It's like... I don't... If you're looking for positives, we're almost at the hydrothermal vents, 3 kilometers down. This has to be close to this suit's range. I can hear the plates creaking. Somehow we are maintaining 1 atmosphere of pressure inside the hard suit. If we make it back up, we'll be setting a strong first record for deep dives on Gliese 667cc. There's almost nothing in the water column here. No life to speak of. See, this is cool. But the oceanic mine should be somewhere ahead. How did they even get down here? Right? If there are no hard suits or anything. That's our target. Whatever monster Baikal left us, I'm ready. Let's find it. All right, let me pause for a second. Okay. That was cool. The descent where the topographic map like fades into view. That's cool. There are positives about this game. The story ideas, not necessarily how they're executed, but the kernels of the actual ideas that make up the story, I like them. The look, the aesthetic, I like that too. I don't mind the controls. It's fine. The music and the sound design, occasionally, very good. I can't think of any more, if I'm being honest. I think there was at least one more. What'd I say? The aesthetic, the music, and the story kernels itself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Everything else is shit. So, there you go. Like this, the scanning abyssal plain, we gotta move. Layered with a wispy fog of oceanic ooze, the darkness of the plain is absolute. Dr. Ellery Vass, Esquire, the third Lord of all. I still, like, the fact that she has to sign everything is just fucking stupid. Metal sediments. Streaks of iron ore have accrued across the seafloor, the mark of nearby hydrothermal activity. There's not enough oxygen down here to use the rebreather, so I'm on reserves. The survey data we pulled shows the vents running north from here along a ridge. Keep moving, we haven't got long. Yes, boss. Basalt crust, edges of volcanic rock poke through the sediment, black strips against the bright mineral and metal ores. Sediment snow, a soft drift of sediment flakes catches in the suit's lamps, falling from the venting fluid as it spreads into the waters above. Well, now we're sediment, we're not silt. Okay, what is this? Anhydrite chimney. Black plumes of fluid rise from a crystalline chimney discolored with yellow sulfur streaks. It's probably the sulfur then. Incredible, look at these things. I remember reading about the discovery of hydrothermal vents on Earth centuries ago. Donnelly, Corliss, and Van Andel, 3 geologists, they never expected to find life in that eternal darkness. And yet there it was. Whole ecosystems we never knew were there, totally independent of the sun's light. Kind of like fungus. Am I right? They don't need photosynthesis. They were imagined to be models of alien ecosystems, life in its most extreme forms. But until this planet, that proved to be false. To all of humanity, the universe was dead. Damn Baikal for keeping this place from us. For keeping humanity in the dark, says the person that turned freaking animals, or whatever, into explosives. Talc sand. Bone pale sand mounds surround the chimneys like great piles of cremation ash. You have no justification. Chimney cluster, towering pale spires shimmer with the intense heat of the vents as chemicals are pumped into the water from deep within the planet. Like, it actually makes me angry a little bit. Both of these probably go around, so let's go to the right, because it looks like it's more this way, and I would imagine it's somewhere over here. See, if you listen, sound design, pretty good. Black plumes, rich in minerals, the black plumes of the vents tower over us, fading into the black of the ocean above. Vector clear. Is there ever a time when the vector is not clear? Oh, I guess that's when it's just you just gotta do something. Anhydrite spire, the overhangs shimmer with trapped glass, reflecting the twisted shapes of strange dead creatures at the spire's base. What happened with me? What's her name? I don't understand. Where's the life? This ecosystem is totally barren. All these minerals, nutrients, heat, nothing feeding off of it. How can this be? It's all dead. Could it just be this vent? Let's keep looking. Presumably they killed everything. Like you, they used it for explosives. Broken chimneys. The rubble of sealed chimneys lies all around, the hydrothermal fluid seeking other exits, forming new vents. Or maybe the oceanic mind is active and wants to kill everything. Pillow lava. Mountains of gray rock sit in a bed of pale talc sand, evidence of ancient volcanic processes. We're gonna go straight north into this big open area. Cooler water. The intense heat of the vents quickly fades off as it mixes with the cold seawater. Yep. Sand plain. See, this makes more sense. This is probably like it wraps around from the other side. Out of sight of the vents, hidden in the dark, the heavy silence of the seafloor returns. Talc drifts, eons of sediment blanket the seafloor, so pale and empty. And I do like they're changing the color of this. I like that. The artificial mind Akari was building down here. What was the end goal? Was Baikal hoping to control this whole ecosystem? An entire planetary agriculture attuned to feed their needs? An ecology manipulated by the possibility of a genetic rewiring? A power stolen from the artificers? An enslaved planet, like Earth. I now know why Mine was secretive. She knew if they found this place again. What do you mean? They know where it is. That would be it for life here. They know about this place. What are you talking about? Another vent chimney. Where's all the life that should thrive on the rich fluid which blackens the water? Like, that's stupid. If they found this place again. What do you mean? They knew about it. Vent debris. Strange tiered and curved rocks sit all around, distorted by tectonic processes and stained with mineral growth. chimney cluster. The surfaces around this vent are thick with sediment, but absent of all life. Even the ubiquitous bacterial mats are nowhere to be seen. Another barren vent. This place has been wiped clean. Something is wrong here. What did they do? Maybe they used it for improvised explosive devices, like you did. Bubble stream. Around the base of the vents, gas bubbles stream out of cracks, forming pillars which glitter beautifully in the suit's lamps. I'm never gonna let that go, by the way. I mean, let me pause for a second. I'll take a sip of my beer. I was shocked when she was like, "Yeah, let's use this stuff. There's this fungus that's growing over the thing. Let's just use this. It explodes. We'll just grab this thing. We'll just harvest it from this plant, and then we'll throw it, and it'll explode, and it'll destroy these plants, and we can pass through." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And now she's like, "How dare they affect the environment? What did they do? Those terrible people." By the way, the first thing we did, I think, was, oh, you could take this thing and you could shove it into the bio reactor in your suit, and you know, what's the puree? I mean, that's not the right word, but it serves its purpose. You shove it in a blender and then feed it into your power reactor in your suit to generate power. It's like, oh, just grab that fish, just grab that thing, just grab whatever, grab this life and shove it into your reactor to power your suit. Oh, but these guys, they can't do that. It's like, are you daft? It's okay when I do it. Talc piles. The bleached sand is almost perversely clean. No life has marked its surface in decades. But I will say, okay, the sound that you're hearing right now, the sound of the vents, the music, all that stuff. If the oxygen was not ticking down, how you doing, Jack, baby? I think this would really be a great game to just sit and kind of breathe, you know? Like, very meditative. Well, except for the fact that the whole, you know, sacrificing... Oh, I'm gonna get you, Jack. Sacrificing life forms for your own selfish needs. Aside from that, right? Like, that's what gets me. It's like these people, you could literally do anything. This is future tech. You could have figured something out, a way to not do that. Instead, you're like, yeah, grab that fish right there. Grab a sample of that fungal stalk. And they, by the way, they included corals from Earth. They know about corals. They're like, oh yeah, you know, it's a calcified exoskeleton, but the coral's still alive. Whereas right at the beginning of the game, they're like, that calcified section, oh, that's totally dead, of this alien species that we know nothing about. That's totally dead. So just take your knife and just slice that off and then feed it into your reactor for power. It's like, what about corals? That was my first thought, was, what about corals? We know nothing about this life form. And you're just gonna slice it off and feed it into the reactor? And that, of course, was right after we sampled a creature and then let it go. So you know that you can let it go, but... Or you could just feed it into your reactors of your suit. It's insane. It's insane to me. They're like, the planet is super important, guys. Let's take this animal and strap explosives to it, though. Like, what the F? Like, what are you doing? I really, really don't understand it. What do you think, Jack? You want some beer? Oh, wow, you're... Okay, yeah, don't drink that. You are too pure for alcohol. Oh, you're purring so cute. That's a good dunkel, though. See, listen. That's so great, that sound. It's too bad the rest of the game is shit. It really is. I like the aesthetic. I think it's great. Like I said, I think the kernel of the ideas that they used for the story are good. But everything else is crap, you know? Your character's a or a xenobiologist. Marine biologist, whatever. She's officially a xenobiologist, but she also is a marine biologist. That doesn't know that fungus doesn't need sunlight to grow. Like, there's no photosynthesis. It doesn't have leaves. Also, actually reminds me more and more of Subnautica Below Zero. Like, in Subnautica Below Zero, they were like, oh yeah, we totally found this one chick totally found the cure for the Kara virus that wiped out an entire galaxy. Yeah, you just take this this hot pepper and you grind it up with whatever the other ingredient was. There was like 2 ingredients, like kelp or something. Hot pepper and kelp. Just grind it, mix it together, inject it. Boom. Cured. Billions of lives. No big deal. Yep. It's like this chick, whatever her name is, Ellery Voss, finds some suit that the other chick couldn't get working. She's like, oh, that no one could ever get working. Oh, I didn't know biologists had engineering degrees. Or even that, like, there's what kind of engineering? Mechanical? Computer? Tectonic? I mean, there's multiple engineering degrees. I mean, you don't even know that fungus doesn't do photosynthesis, and yet you could fix this frickin' robot suit to go down to thousands of meters below the surface. You are super cute, Baby Jack. Do you know this? Oh my goodness, you are the most adorable kitty ever. You and Manny both. You're equally cute. Would you like to lay down in my lap? Oh my gosh, you're so tired. Me too. This will be the 7th or 8th video I recorded today. Typically the only time that I do that, when I record like 7 episodes a day or even anywhere close to that many, is when I really enjoy the game and I'm like, I need to keep playing. Which doesn't happen often, but I was like, I need to get through this game so I could wipe it from my memory, you know? Yeah, I don't feel bad at all being mad about the game. Anhydrite Spire. Another spire sits at the edge of the cluster, filling the water with blackened fluid like a lightless bonfire. Alright. Yeah, the calcified corpses here, away from the vents, piles and piles of distorted corpses lie there, whorled bones dusted with pale sediments. Corpses of what? Fish? People? Trees? Yeah, I mean, the game was just as bad as I expected. Oh god, look at these creatures. The bodies. Looks like progressive ossification. The muscles have become bone. Their mutations are extreme, like cancerous growths. There's no structure to their anatomy. The mind, is this what it made? These senseless monstrosities? So this must be the mind right here. Yeah, I mean, I was right. I was right to want to refund this game, but I am glad that we're seeing it through, because now I know that it's utter shite. Except for the few pieces of corn that are in it, basically. The corn and the shite. Right? Corpse piles, radial piles. That's a weird thing. Long dead creatures, frozen in crippled states of deformation, scar the seafloor. Biological matter. The corpses become a mass of undifferentiated matter with the occasional shape of a bone or shell, like a tooth growing inside a tumor. I care not at all. Shattered dome. A vast organic sphere towers over the corpses, its ornate geodesic patterns mirroring those of the artificers. The mind. It's huge! But it's silent. It's been silent for decades. This is no cradle of life, it's a grave. Did they fail? Is this all that's left? A broken mind laying in a bed of corpses? They had no idea what they were doing. The arrogance of all this. A whole ecosystem boiled down to nothing. The artificers lost to us. These are Baikal's crimes. Akari's crimes. What a waste. Is there nothing left? We should look inside. Really? We're gonna go inside? The oceanic mind. A vast ornate structure. Oh, but we have oxygen. Vast ornate structure grown in the Baikal labs. It sits broken and dead on the seafloor. Its interior, a dark cavern. Descent possible. See, some of this stuff is not bad. Let's go down. How far are we going? Oh, we keep going down, I guess. Oh, it's like the brain stem. Yeah, we're gonna... How close to the limit are we gonna get? Interesting. We can't go down anymore. There's something right there. Artificer. It's alive. Potentially. A small but ornate geodesic exoskeleton lies in the silt. Inside, the artificer shifts and reforms with a rhythmic consistency. Is it alive? The mind's heart. Deep inside the oceanic mind, something flickers in the ruins. We'll see. Is that an artificer? It survived, or it was born here? Does that mean there are more? It looks dormant. Is it even alive? Wait, do you hear that? It's singing. I could feel... It knows what we are. And it is afraid. I understand why. Look what humans did here. I'm sorry. Wait, no. Come back! It's gone. I don't know where it went. I think it just faded out. It's gone. We should be going too. We are running down our oxygen. It's a long way back up. Come on, there's nothing left for us here. So... Aha. We can't do this. Alright. Well, let's leave it open though. I want to know when we can. Cavernous interior drills down into the ocean. Its biological layers like the slices of a CT scan. Interesting. You know, I mean, but that's the thing. It's like it knows what humans did here. Okay, why don't you make the ultimate sacrifice then? Not you, the person watching the video. I mean her. But she's not going to. Just like PETA. Just like the CEO of PETA, who's diabetic, that needs the insulin from pigs, but doesn't believe, or says she doesn't believe, in animal slavery. No, of course not. We wouldn't want to actually have principles or anything. She'll take the insulin from pigs, but she'll kill 99% of animals because she doesn't want them adopted out. Where did the other 1% go? Why are they allowed to be adopted out? They adopted out to friends? I don't actually know. Oh, what's the heartbeat? I was hoping it was over. Do we have to go back? Shattered dome and yeah. Oh, we can... Okay, time to go. Beginning the ascent. Yeah, I noticed this was... So they're still out there, the artificers. This is their planet, and we owe them so much. I suppose it's your planet too, with the mine being a failure, the colony destroyed. You are its last artifact born here. And now, this is my home too, mine and Mine's. There's so much left for me to do, so much to study, so much to understand. The spores in my lungs. Our history here, it is ugly. It's something I don't want to be part of. But this planet's future, maybe we can have a part in that. Mine gave everything for the truth. Some residual part of the artificers changed her, but I hope she knows. Knows that she succeeded. This place is no longer a secret, no longer by Cal's to control. Okay. Thank you, Mine. And thank you to you for staying with me, for guiding me. Presumably this is if you said no to that your name being Oki. Together I think we can make a change. Show humanity Baikal's crimes, make them accountable. What about your crimes? We both carry burdens here, but the past doesn't define us. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Life continues here despite everything that happened. I could find comfort in that. I think. I'm gonna stay. I don't have anything left out there, but here I have Mine, I have you, and I have a purpose. Someone needs to swim these waters, to catalog this world, and I will take the fame. I mean, I will do my duty. When I was little, I swam every day. I would walk down to the ocean, step into it without a thought. I lost that degree by degree as oceans died. But here, things can be like that once again. What do you mean, why can't you still swim? The water is... if there's nothing in the water. Whatever. These waters can wash all the old ways away, and together we will see what's left when they do. You know, the actual ocean is super fucking terrifying. It's full of parasites and other stuff. Drillfish that eat you alive from the inside out. For an ace. Great. I'm glad this fucking game is done. It is garbage. Creative design written by Gareth Damian Martin. You suck. Yeah, your writing is fucking terrible, dude. Guest writer, him too. Danny Southfield Wadeson. Guest writer, also you. 4 writers? And they, well, I guess that's not... I don't know how much each of them contributed, what their parts were, whether they sucked or not. I just know the final result sucked. Yeah. Funded with the assistance of the Treasure Hunters fan club. I'm so sorry, you guys. I like the idea, but again, when you're like, we gotta save the planet, you guys. I'm gonna take this thing. Okay, little guy, time to sacrifice yourself for the greater good. And you use it as a grenade. Like, just what the actual fuck? I don't care if it has a 90% positive rating on Steam. This game is shit. Absolute fucking shit. Like I said, there are positives. I didn't mind. I thought the aesthetic was good. I didn't mind the controls. The ideas of the story, if you want to spare me the frickin' lecturing stuff, because you're guilty of it too. Like, okay, we gotta save the planet, you guys. Let me just write this on my newest iPhone. I tossed that old one into the gutter. Right? Oh, I want a Tesla. I want a Tesla. I don't care about the, you know, the freaking strip mining and the lithium poisoning of the earth. Like, fuck off. Resyncing with Baikal OS, yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta read the last frickin' thing. Hey, wake up, F you, bitch. You've been out a while, as usual. I love the little snarky bullshit comments. I've been thinking maybe got a few weeks before someone turns up here. It could be Baikal chasing down the transmission signature of this base. Yeah. Could be someone else entirely passing through the system, picking up my shuttle transponder. Whatever it is, we need to be ready. What are you gonna do? I want to log everything we can, every species, every sample. Want a wealth of data to show to the inhabited systems, to the off-world colonies, to Earth. They won't erase us. They won't erase this place. Says you, the corporation controls the world. We're gonna show it to everyone together. So let's start studying. There's a whole ocean to go at. Just a few weeks to do it. Okay, I'm ready. Choose our next dive. How about... Fuck you, bitch. You know? I mean, just look at Epstein. How much information did he have that could incriminate the wealthy? And you are gonna... No. Now the real work begins. Whatever was left of the oceanic minded is dead. Another failed experiment, another biological atrocity to add to humanity's list. But I don't want to let it define us and our role on this planet. We can't start fresh, I know that, but the artificers are still here, and that means we can reach them. I want to show them we are curious, we are kind, we are able to live alongside them. Then you should stay away, you dumb bitch. You should understand that humanity is... Look at you. You sacrificed life for your own purposes. You're one of the ones that you warned them about. We're kind. All right, little Timmy, time to sacrifice yourself for the greater good. There's still so much left to study here, so many questions to answer, but I'm not scared anymore. I'm excited to see what we can achieve in the time we have. People will come here soon enough, and when they do, I want to show them what we have found, the evidence of Baikal's crimes, what we need to protect. And you think anyone will care? People don't care. The average person? No. That's why I'm saying, if you really want this stuff, you need to advocate for truth. But instead, because you want to protect your stupid, hypocritical use of life for your own purposes, right? Because she'll be like, oh, well, that wasn't me exploding those whatever. Oh, that's just a fungal pod. It's not the whole organism. It was just a branch. You know, it didn't hurt anything. Because they want to do that. There's a reason it's easier for doctors to go to prison than it is for them to lose their license because of shit like this. Because other doctors will look at what they did and be like, I do some of the same stuff. It's, I'm sure they were justified in their actions, right? People protect their own, But if you go for truth, if you go for actual principles, if you're willing to pay the cost, if people can see this place for what it is, don't go, Jack, don't go! A second chance that maybe they will want to protect it too. That's what my father believed and my mother believed, that if people could understand what they were losing, they would want to save it. Let's get to work. Yeah, one of my buddies is like, go ahead and take my free speech. I don't care, I don't need it. He's a Republican, by the way. Dumb bastard. That's the lab. I want the med bay. Med subject. Data breach detected. That doesn't even make sense. Data breach. Sure. So she's interfacing with the actual computers. Oh, she's here now. What does this do then? Nothing? The antenna damaged. Okay. Alright, well. Yeah. Screw you. Screw you, dumb bitch. yeah. Like I said, this game can burn in hell. Save your money. Do not purchase this game. I purchased it for $5. I'm glad I didn't waste any more of my money. I'm glad it would have, you know, if I was gonna just throw it away, or if I had to choose between throwing it away or purchasing the game, I would rather purchase the game. That's fine. I'm glad we finished the experience. I'm not gonna go through and read all the bullshit stuff because, like I said, the minute I realized that she, as a biologist, didn't understand that what she's classifying as fungus doesn't need photosynthesis, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a dumb bitch. And it's not that she's a dumb bitch, it's the writers. They should have done their actual freaking homework. Why am I gonna read all these entries about things that make no freaking sense, that don't, you know, maybe some of it'll be right, maybe some of it will be fantastical and amazing, but you can't even get the freaking basics right. I'm not gonna read your stuff, you know? And then seriously, the whole, we gotta save the planet. Oh, there's corals out there, but the fact that it's calcified means it's gotta be dead. I'm just gonna saw some of it off and then shove it into my reactor in the suit. Are you serious? And then, oh, I'm just gonna cut this pod off. We're gonna take a sample of it. Oh, we gotta release it though, because you gotta be gentle for nature. Release the sample. We're not harming the environment. Release the sample, okay. Oh, but this sample, oh yeah, we're gonna use it as an explosive to harm these fungal stalks so we could pass through. But the environment, hashtag save the environment, guys. Where's my Starbucks? My soy latte? Like, fuck you. Fuck you, seriously. Devs, fuck you. Like, I'm not... The positives, like I said, the kernels of the idea for the story, good. The aesthetic, fantastic. Actually, this aesthetic, like seriously, fantastic. And the sound and sound design, good. Good. Occasionally great. That's basically it. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Choke on a dick. I'm on the do not recommend list. I don't care at this point. I'm like, whatever. Demonetized forever. If you come across this video and you've watched this, you know, and you liked it, especially, consider yourself one of the lucky ones, because nobody sees this. YouTube is not recommending my videos to anyone. Yeah, I'm sure I'm on the blacklist. Whatever. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. If you made it all the way through this, thank you for coming on this journey with me. I am glad that I made it all the way through and that I did not refund the game, because yeah, wow, it was so much worse than I originally thought. Like, I thought the auto advancing text was going to be the worst part of it, and I was totally wrong. Wow, just the terrible. Not that like I said, eventually you get used to having the feces thrown at you, I suppose. This is the 8th or 9th episode, so whatever, but questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. Even though YouTube, I think memory holes probably about 40% of the comments. If you leave a comment, and please do, if you have anything to say at all, please leave a comment. Assuming YouTube doesn't memory hole it, I do read it. I do respond within a few days usually. If I don't respond, that's why. It's probably been memory holed. On BitChute, I don't know if you're watching this on BitChute. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, because BitChute, especially as a micro creator, I guess, BitChute is peer-to-peer. It's not an archival site. So I don't know how long it is before my videos disappear into the ether, you know? So if you want to see my stuff, so far as I know, YouTube has not deleted any of my videos, but, I mean, I'm sure that'll eventually change. Who knows? But, so far I'm staying under the radar, so that's good at least. What is your guys' unique pause moment for today? For me, I was gonna say I ordered another cat bed. I guess we could do a 2-for-1. Ordered a second cat bed because the cats seemed to like them, and they were both kind of competing for it a little bit earlier. But I'll say the fact that I didn't refund the game. We made it all the way through, and I'm glad for that. I was able to experience the shite in all of its glory. Man, I wish this game was actually good, because there are some fantastic ideas, you know? Using, you know, using suicide bomber, you know, life is not one for when you're trying to go for a pro environment message, is not one of them. But you know, in general, I like a lot of the stuff. But yeah, I'm glad we finished it. I'm glad I was able to fully experience it. I think I always would have wondered had I refunded it, I think. You know? So I'm glad we finished it, and I can be like, yeah, F you, bitch. And I can't believe how terrible the writing is. Like the frickin', I bet we could have ignored her the entire time and it wouldn't have changed the story at all. Like, they talk about the store page. It's like, together, you'll solve a mystery and it'll bring you closer together. It's like, no, it didn't. What was the mystery? Now that I'm thinking about it, I was being a little bit hyperbolic before, but now I'm like, what was the mystery? There was no mystery introduced. Where all the people went? We didn't know there were other facilities at first. I think in the description it mentioned something about that. All the people were gone, but it's like, well, when we first got here, the base that she came from was the one that Mine was at, which was some sort of base she stole from somewhere else. We didn't know there were other people here, so the description kind of ruined that. All the people disappeared. You got to figure out what happened. Okay, we didn't even know there were other people. The mystery was, why was Mine here? What happened to her? It's not much of a mystery, though. Because we don't care about Mine. We even didn't get really introduced to bitch, whatever her name is. Ellery Voss? Ellery Voss. Despite the fact that she's an ego-driven, naggy, judgmental bitch, we know nothing about her. You know? She started off with, hey, I need help. Oh, you're here to help me? Do you know what you're doing? Thanks for nothing. You know, where's the self-destruct on this suit? You know? Yeah, I guess that's, you know, the good thing about finishing this. I'm like, my anger is gone, and I'm just like, this is not, it's not good. Okay, so in the story, was there an arc? Arc of what? Was there a character arc? Did Ellery Voss have one? No. She unleashed the quarantine in Mine. Mine is spreading around. There's like spores and stuff, and oh, but I guess she trusts that they won't take root on her, despite the fact that in the ocean, things live inside other things. Barnacles, all that stuff, like. And in the months, by the way, that she was down in the deep, nothing happened. It was only once she came up to the surface that she started to flower. That is incredibly dangerous. Yeah. Just... We found out about the oceanic mine towards the end, and then it's like, oh, humanity is bad, you guys. Corporate is bad, you guys. Hashtag save the environment. Let me go get my Starbucks and my styrofoam cup and then throw it away. Let me get the newest iPhone and then toss my iPhone 11X away. And then 6 months down the road, I'm going to get the iPhone 12. Or I don't even know what they're on. The 14, 13? The 13 plus 1, and then 13 plus 2, and then finally the 14. Every 3 months, I'm going to upgrade my cell phone, my smartphone. I'm going to toss the new one away. But hashtag save the environment, guys. Like, F this game. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Right, so my unique positive moment is we made it through this mess, and I now get to write my negative review. And hopefully I can dissuade other people from purchasing this shite. That's all. That's all. Anyway, that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.